Okay, so while I was editing this video, I did realize that I ended up talking about like some person within a specific department at Barcelona. I mean, I want to ask you guys a question. Like, do you guys actually care about conversations like this, like these type of topics where we hear about a new executive getting signed in a specific department, whether it's financially or sportingly or like whatever, right? Because like to me, I know that we talk about Joan Laporta, we talk about Deco, we talk about Hansi Flick and how well they have been doing their work at Barcelona, but I do feel like sometimes we're kind of undercutting the people who are like right below them, like who is the sidemen of Hansi Flick, who is the sidemen of Deco, who is the sidemen of Joan Laporta. And I always wanted to put my respect towards them, because it's not just those three. It's not just Laporta, Flick, and Deco. It's also the people that are right like beneath them. Hence the reason why this video is going to exist, right? We're going to be talking about the brand new head of performance coach that has been signed to link with Hansi Flick, right? It's going to be a very in-depth video on who this man is. But you know, I was thinking, like, while I was editing, I'm like, I wonder if my audience, my subscribers are actually gonna care about this. And so let me know in the comment sections down below. By the time you do end up finishing this video, did you guys actually ended up caring? Did you were like, nah, I'm gonna pass on this, or do you want to see more videos like this? But let me know. Enjoy the video, guys. I do want to put the spotlight on Barcelona's new arrival, who is named Yann-Benjamin Kugel, because many fans did see this man and they're like, oh my god, this is just another backroom staff appointment. Like, when is Barcelona going to sign real players? But the reality here is this could become one of the club's most important auditions this summer, because managers, yes, build teams through transfers. We understand that. But for sure, managers also have to build their team through the people behind the scenes. And for a coach like Hansi Flick, whose football depends on relentless intensity, pressing, physical dominance, having a complete trust in a high-performance department, it is essential. And Cugle is not a normal fitness coach. He is someone Flick has trusted for so many years, and his arrival signals that Barcelona wants every department from tactics to sports science to work towards the exact same objective. So we're going to be talking about all of this in this video. It's going to be a very important one, and I can't wait to explain who this man is and how much of an impact this will have on Flick's whole squad. So let's begin with point number one. Who is Yann-Benjamin Kugel? And Kugel is regarded as one of Europe's most respected high-performance specialists. His career includes work with the German national team. He was part of the coaching staff that won the 2014 World Cup. And you know who was there in that coaching staff? It was Hansi Flick. Yes, Yann-Benjamin Kugel worked with Hansi Flick before, and it happened during that German era in 2014 that won it all. Then Benjamin Kugel went on to work with Werder Bremen, FC Köln, PSV, and then Benfica. And after years of working at the highest level, he now joins Barcelona as the club's new head of physical preparation. So we're talking about bringing in somebody that multiple elite clubs and a national team have repeatedly trusted for many years. And the crazy thing is that Hansi Flick was the man that wanted Kugel in. Like, it came directly from Flick. This is why I do say that this is not like a normal hiring, because if Flick is asking for Kugel to come in, it's because Flick does trust in him. And multiple reports suggest that Flick felt Barcelona's physical preparation could improve. The number of reoccurring muscle injuries was becoming concerning. How many times did we see Raphinha get injured last season? How many times did we see Fermin Lopez get injured last season? How many times did we see Pedri get injured last season? Or Lamine Yamal? This is why Flick wanted someone who can completely understand his football philosophy and training methods. Flick wanted someone capable of building the physical foundation required for his style of football, which is something that we will talk about and circle back into in just a moment. But let me put some clarity on who Cugle did replace, because many do assume that Cugle is taking over Julio Tous, who was the previous head of the physical preparation. And while yes, he did take over his position, Julio Tous has not been fully dismissed. He has just been rearranged somewhere else. He was assigned to a different role where he is still able to have the physical performance development, have an impact on the elite youth player progression, and also supporting other areas of the club. So Barcelona still value Julio's expertise. It's just that they want to have Cugle as the head of the whole thing. Now, many will question, did Flick hire Cugle during his time at Bayern Munich? And no, it did not happen. Even though they have worked together for many years, Cugle never joined Bayern Munich and Hansi Flick back in 2019 and 2020. The reason why is because Bayern Munich already had an established performance department when Flick did arrive mid-season. So Flick never came to Bayern Munich and said, I'm going to rearrange the whole physical performance department and ask for Cugle to come in, because he came in mid-season. And throughout that time, Cugle continued to develop his own career elsewhere by signing contracts with PSV and Benfica. But let's go back, right, on why the relationship between the head coach and the head of the physical preparation matters so much. Like, why does there need to be a strong connection here? Because many people do assume that fitness coaches only aim to make the players run more, and that's basically it. But modern football is way more complex. We have to understand, a manager like Hansi Flick creates the football philosophy. It also applies to Pep Guardiola, Thomas Tuchel, Arteta, Luis Enrique. They create their own football philosophy, and the high performance specialist, to whoever it may be, makes that philosophy physically sustainable. So for Flick, that means preparing players to press aggressively, right? To sprint repeatedly, maintain the high defensive line, counter press immediately after losing possession, repeat those actions every 3 to 4 days as well. Like, you have to do that and do that consistently. And without the proper physical preparation, those tactical ideas are eventually going to collapse. You need somebody and a fitness coach that is able to train these players to implement that type of style of play. So every training session must match the football. Imagine Flick tomorrow says that he wants his training sessions to focus on the high pressing, the transition play, and explosive attacking movements. Let's just say that he says that for tomorrow. Cugle will then determine, okay, how intense should training be? How many high-speed runs should each player perform? Which players need to reduce workloads as well? Which players require extra recovery? Which players can safely train at maximum intensity? And notice how you also become very individual, right? Because not every Barcelona player trains the exact same way. For example, Pedri may require reduced workloads after heavy match minutes. Maybe Araujo might complete a full intensity training session. Or maybe Lamine Yamal may have to modify the sprint volumes because of his age. Older players often receive completely different recovery programs. Like, Lewandowski was not training the exact same way Lamine Yamal and Pedri were training. It's different. And the head of physical preparation needs to know exactly what to do for each and every one of those players, and make sure those players are going to be physically capable to bring the high intensity and the aggressiveness for the next match. Each player is very different because of the injury history, the physical profile, the recovery speed, the match load, the age, the fatigue levels. It's very different. And the communication between Flick and Cugle is going to get much stronger, because can you imagine Cugle telling Flick, Raphinha showing signs of excessive fatigue, another full training session might give him an injury? If Flick does trust Cugle, as we assume that he will adjust the training sessions. And if he doesn't, the player is going to be training anyways, and then in the end, Raphinha might get injured. There can't be any disagreements between the fitness coach and the head coach. I'm telling you guys, for the next season, we're going to be having huge ambitions. Flick will be depending on elite conditioning for his football, because we will be pressing much more, sprinting much more, recovering much more, with Gordon coming in, Raphinha coming in, Lamine Yamal as well getting into the mix, Fermin Lopez also returning, also with Gavi and Pedri and Frankie. All of these players have to be ready to repeat that level several times every week without getting injured, because one of the biggest things and problems we have had under Flick is we lose a lot of our players in the last 3 months of the season, and that cannot happen anymore. We need to have our best A-game players when we have to go up against Bayern or City or Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid or Arsenal or anybody else. And let me tell you, the Premier League teams like Arsenal, City, United, Aston Villa, Tottenham, they're very well prepared on the physical condition side. And I think that the league teams in Spain have to follow the exact same path. So this is huge news. Flick and Cugle will have the same goal, which is to win the next game, but they will have different roles. Flick is going to be asking, how do we tactically beat Real Madrid? Cugle is going to be asking, how do we make sure the players still have the legs to execute that plan by the 88th minute? So the responsibilities is different, but it is the same objective. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.